Yep, it's the evil within.
It feels wrong to be excited and over-enthusiastic about the evil within.
Why? How so?
Something to do with the incredibly lovely setting.
Oh, I guess that's true. It was called, what's interesting is, so this is created by Shinji Mikami. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm really bad with Japanese pronunciation, so... But, yeah, that's the guy who originally created Resident Evil. He worked on DMC as well for Capcom. He worked for Clover and did God Hand and Beautiful Joe. And he worked at Platinum and did Vanquish. And now he's made Evil Within with a company called Tango Gameworks.
Has he got more on the horizon, or...?
I honestly don't know.
I could check, I suppose. We have that ability.
The Tango Gameworks is literally just Evil Within so far. But what's interesting, I was going to say, is that just like Resident Evil, Resident Evil is called Biohazard in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Evil Within is called Psycho Break in Japan.
Huh.
So, yeah.
It's a cool name, to be honest.
Yeah, I actually prefer Psycho Break. I think it's kind of cool.
It does sound very Japanese. It sounds like one of Bison's attacks.
That's true. It's like, it's a lot more punky, I think.
Some kind of scandal.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Still, gives you the creeps, doesn't it?
127, 124. Please.
But at first, when you're looking at Evil Within, this doesn't scream punk to me.
No, it doesn't, that's true. It is very, so this is a survival horror game.
Anyone on scene respond?
But it's like, it's not old school survival horror for sure.
What's the situation? Over.
I know. Also, just putting it out there, whenever I see an Asian guy with black leather gloves, I'm like, that's a Resident Evil bad guy.
So you might notice, especially in this cutscene, there's a lot of texture pop in, because this is the PC version, and the PC version is not very well optimized. I will be honest.
Well, yeah, no. It took, what, like a few weeks for most of that stuff to get actually fixed.
It's still not fixed. Like, you'll notice it. I think it get like sort of. It might be my memory clouding, but I think it gets like better later on. But these are intro cutscenes, especially, are really bad with texture popping. You'll notice at times.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen Evil Within before. I have not played it or bought it myself because back when it came out, my PC was a pile of crap. And now, even though I've got a good one, I'm like, I still don't feel like I'll have a great gaming experience.
I do love the rain effect.
It's very true.
Connolly, contact dispatch and let them know what's happening. Joseph.
I mean, their hair still seems pretty dry, though.
We're gonna have a look.
Like,
That's true.
It's just running off them like they're Woody dolls.
Well, they're made out of they're like made out of like that sort of non-stick plastic. Like it's just not
all
even
hydrophobic. Every single person there.
So yeah, this is chapter 1 in Emergency Call. I absolutely like most people just run straight into this is Beacon Mental Hospital. Basically, if you didn't catch it in the cutscene, there's been a disturbance at the mental hospital and a bunch of police have been called there. So this is Beacon Mental Hospital, and most people just run straight in. But I actually took like the fucking skyline here is really nice, and it contrasts so well with like this really weird old building.
It's true.
So
I mean, it just looks like a city skyline, which is nice. I mean, we know that it is a ridiculous skybox, but I don't know, at a glance, it's not off-putting, which is probably why people just run through it. People don't tend to notice the sky unless either there's something ridiculous about it, or if it's terrible.
It smells like blood.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, stay sharp.
Speaking of which, I can talk about it. When I was doing practices for this game, I found a glitch in this area and I couldn't recreate it, and I was really sad.
I can be an extra set of eyes.
I'll point out where it was when we get to it. It's just coming up. But yeah, like basically, this is this game's really interesting because when I played it, like when I went in playing it, I knew it was by Shinji Mikami. I knew it was by Resident Evil, and I was expecting something very Resident Evil. But as you can already see, like, they don't hold back in this game. They're just like, alright, let's go. Blood, guts, horror, all the stuff.
Pile it on.
Oh, yes, here it was. I just looked at, like, what you know the stands that people have, like, IVs on?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was, like, one of them lying on the floor. When I played last time, my practice thing, it was just floating in the air. And then when I turned away from it, it fell to the floor. It suddenly gained physics.
Oh, shit, he's looking.
Oh, God.
Are you injured?
Hey, buddy.
What happened here?
He has like the fucking mile-yard stare down.
Yeah.
Impossible. Ruvik.
I should also point out this game is natively letterboxed,
The security cameras might.
but
Yeah.
I removed the letterboxing.
Oh god, you're right. You have.
Yeah, because fuck the letterboxing. It's literally just a like they kept it was one of those things where they kept claiming it was for visual style, but it really wasn't. It was for like making the game run better because they cut off a whole bunch of the screen.
Yeah. Something will render a lot better if you've taken away 10% of it.
I mean, you see these letterboxes on the cutscenes. These are literally supposed to be on the game as well.
Hey, buddy. Oh.
How's it going? Yeah, this cutscene especially, you've seen like a whole bunch of text to pop in.
And that's the game.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Now we play as the woman, right?
I mean,
Also,
you
how
do in
much
the
she
DLC.
reminds me of the lady, the butterfly lady out of Resi 4. I've forgotten her name now.
Butterfly Lady, Resi.
Resi 4, a woman who...
Oh, you mean Ada?
That's it, Ada. Right, yeah. A bunch of her
Oh.
shit's butterfly themed, and I think...
That's true.
And I also think her gun is the broken butterfly, which is why I was like, butterfly.
There is a Magnum called the Broken Butterfly. So yeah, I figure we should talk about, hey, beautiful, how's it going?
Oh, wait, is he like half a face there, or is it just damaged?
His face is damaged. That guy's called a sadist. That's the official name. You can, I found out, the easiest way to find out official monster names is when you complete the game, you get a model gallery, which is really cool. You can, like, load up little models of all the stuff and have a look at them. So this guy's the sadist.
Really now?
Yeah.
He seems so pleasant.
I know, right? He's just so nice. Also, I noticed notice the sheer
Yes.
straight line of the blood.
That tile set is a good one.
Although this is really cool. I actually really like the effect they managed to get there with the trailing.
Yeah,
I think it's actually quite well done.
some goopy viscera.
Indeed. So maybe in case we didn't catch it, I should just do a quick sort of cap on what's been going on. So we play as the main character called Sebastian Castellanos, who is a detective with the Crimson City police force. And he literally just got off the case of a serial killer, which we'll find more about later, because it's kind of one of those, we'll tell you about it in flashback stuff, sort of.
Yeah, you learn more about the character as you learn about his previous cases, if I remember right.
Yeah, you find, like, case notes and stuff. So, I mean, the Evil Within is, like, it's very sort of stealth-based.
Hey, what happens if you stand under the goop? Ah.
I should have stood under the goop. I should have done that.
If I remember rightly, you just get so coated.
You can get coded, yeah, just wait for it, like I said, this game just goes full on in with, like, this, like, I went into this game expecting Resident Evil, and it is not like that at all. So I was just like, let's stab him.
Huh. I've never seen someone fight him before.
It's not a good idea. Yeah, that's why you don't do it.
Oh. Okay. I never saw anyone attack him before.
Yeah, I know. You can actually go and attempt to backstab him. It just doesn't work.
Like, I'm empty.
I love that.
Oh shit.
What you're actually supposed to do is steal the keys.
Okay. Good start, honestly.
I couldn't not show that. Like,
Well, yeah, no, I mean, I didn't even know that existed. Like, admittedly, all I know about this game is what I can vaguely remember from watching it at release.
so basically at this point, you can still get caught here, but as soon as you open the door, you can't get caught anymore because it does one of those locking behind you things. I don't actually show it on screen, but you can't, like, once you go through this door, you can't get back.
How does it often backtrack tonight?
Yeah, this, like, the way the Evil Within tends to work is you tend to get little areas. Either the areas are super linear, because there's something going on, like a chase, or it's very focused, or you get, like, a mini little thing you can explore, but then once you leave that area, it's like, okay, you're done with that, you don't go back. That tends to be how it's paced.
That to me seems kind of a shame. It seems very non-Resident Evil, actually, because I remember backtracking
Yeah,
pretty
there's
much
no
every game ever. Oh, hello there.
What are you talking about? There's not... Ah, dear.
Is there not a way to avoid that then?
No, you literally can't. It's really annoying.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be another one of your... Also, if you don't notice this trap, then...
No, you literally can't avoid it. I've tried many different ways.
Oh.
It's purely like railroaded.
Oh, that's gotta suck so much.
Yeah. I also love the fact that there's this random trap here that's activated by a fucking foot pump.
Come on, Gimpy, you can do it.
Oh, I hope you enjoy this running animation. You'll be seeing it for about the next half an hour.
Goody.
Oh yeah, and I kind of wanted to see if there was a special death animation if you ran into those, but there isn't.
Aww.
It's just, oh, you died. So... It's a real shame. I was honestly expecting something horrific.
Just body parts to come out the other side, like in a vending machine style.
Yeah.
Wow, you have every HIV now.
Yeah, I know.
You have all of them at once.
Yeah, I know, but look, now we're in this as well, and it's just...
okay. Now you also have... Oh, God. Yep, enjoy all of the letters of hepatitis. They're yours now. Mm-hmm. You're welcome.
I want to point out that you do have a giant gash on your leg as well.
Yeah, exactly.
At this point.
That's why I was just like, well, you've caught everything in that leg.
Yeah, so this is exactly what I was talking about, where it's just like, this game just goes immediately for all the gore.
Wow, your clothing is doing surprisingly well.
Oh, well, we already established we're made out of the hydrophobic.
Right, yeah.
It's the only way this game makes sense.
Yep.
I was trying to angle the thing to, like, see, so you could see the wound on the back of the leg.
Yeah, I saw it a bit when doing the first runaway through that middle corridor. But, yeah, I really feel like it wouldn't have been too hard to make your character look like a blood nightmare.
Well, they kind of did for, like, maybe 10 seconds.
Oh,
so,
and now you've got all the poop water in it as well, just really layering it on. Now that's
Indeed.
AIDS. Enjoy your AIDS. Look, it's on his buns. He's actually... Never mind, it dried immediately. Wow, maybe you were just wearing a really good sponge.
So to go back to what you were saying about backtracking, so one thing this game does do that's technically backtracking is like, an area like this, you'll see up ahead there's locks on the doors. We'll come back to this area, but not in this chapter.
Ah, okay. I mean, that's not bad at all then.
So yeah, basically we find notes like this. This is one of the things you'll find. You'll find notes from mysterious people. This is basically telling us how to get out of the sewer.
It came from R.
It did come from R.
Ruvik is my guess.
That is the most obvious choice, but...
Yep, either that or it's Rana.
Rana.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's a whole bunch of locks on the door, and there's locks on the doors there.
That seems excessive.
It's the classic shiny lock, and we don't have a gun, so...
It's 2 padlocks and barbed wire. It's like, it's a very locked door.
Well, I'll be honest, if there's anything this game is, excessive would be the correct word.
Yeah. Also, barbed wire would be the correct word.
Yeah, they love the barbed wire. They really do.
To be fair, it's because it's horrific.
Yeah. It's very, like...
I'm
they went
in a dream.
They went with very body horror stuff in this game.
Yeah.
Although, obviously not super extreme, because that stuff can get super fucked up. So yeah, this is where you start getting weird stuff, like, this is the boiler room note. So you've got STEM systems, operation test begins, success, confirmation of brainwave synchronization, losses minimal, continuing experiment, agent collects the data, anomaly occurs, not with the subject, the stenographer claimed they weren't feeling well and then fell into a coma.
That's not feeling well.
Yeah, and then the STEM system gets terminated. Staff begin complaining of nausea and falling unconscious one after another. Those who can still move plan their escape from the hospital, but for unknown reasons are unable to. Though the STEM system should have been deactivated, subject maintain brainwave synchronization with the host. And then that man appeared.
Well, that took 15 minutes. Like, oh, well, everyone's falling unconscious and we can't leave. Oh, there's a guy now. I'm still writing very neatly in this journal. I think if I were actually like, oh, I'm gonna die here and I'm leaving journals behind for people so they can find it, I would be writing, oh fuck, oh shit!
I would say one thing Sebastian is extremely good at not being fazed by anything, as you'll see during this game. His ability to not give a fuck about anything that's happening to him is incredible.
Well, I mean, look at you go. You're just like, well, just another day at the blood office.
I mean, the best example I can think of happens in Chapter 4, so I'll point that out when it happens, but it's... it's the best example of just like, well, I guess this is happening now. So yeah, this is your hide and locker tutorial.
Yeah.
Notice how the RB to exit button disappeared? Like, you physically can't get out of the locker now. It literally won't let you fail this.
Oh.
So I mean, I hope you enjoy maybe like a minute of the sadist being confused by a small room.
I'm like counting the time down. Yeah, I always remember one clip out of Evil Within, and it reminds me of, God, did you ever see that Silent Hill movie that was overall really, really crap?
Which one? I've seen the first Silent Hill movie that was quite good.
It's the one where so there's some lady in a church, and then explodes into a barbed wire angel, or something like that.
Yeah, I think that's the first one.
I did not enjoy it very much.
I thought it was okay.
It didn't feel very Silent Hill-y to me.
No, it's not a very good Silent Hill movie. It's a good horror movie, though. That was my take on it.
Okay. But yeah, whenever I see, like, weird barbed wire shit happen in this game, I'm just like, oh, it's the lady again. She's being vengeanced on by a little child.
So this is your stealth tutorial.
Yep.
Like, proper stealth tutorial. Like I said, the Evil Within, basically, the Evil Within sort of, like, rockets between sections that you have to stealth a lot, and then pure action segments.
Oh, it's like the shifty eye right there.
Yeah, it uses the Skyrim system, basically. I turned this off later in a couple of episodes, but I forgot to turn it off right now. It's not very useful. Basically, that means an enemy is near you but can't see you.
Well, yeah, surely the fact that your continued survival has got to be a giveaway, right? Okay, and backstab.
Yep.
Yeah! And, well, it was a shame.
I love his shit. Run away!
Limp!
Dude, you can proper, with this, like, hole here, you can proper ring around the rosy, this guy. Like,
nice.
Unfortunately, though, he is faster than you.
Oh, what, that looked like you got away from it?
No, it's an instant, like, kill animation thing. So, yeah.
Okay, nice one.
So we'll actually do what we're supposed to do, which is stealth.
Should have brought a bigger knife.
So one thing I don't like about the Evil Within is the camera. It does the third person over the shoulder stuff, but then and you probably noticed it does the sort of off, like the hero is off center.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
so it's like Metal Gear Solid 5, which we've been playing recently. But the main thing is, Metal Gear Solid 5 lets you, it like has a toggle where you can change which shoulder the camera's over. Whereas Evil Within, the camera decides by itself, and it gets really annoying.
Yeah, Yeah, being able to choose whether you're looking over your left and right is very, very useful. Particularly for me, because I am left-eye focused, which is useless in most real situations. And most games are right-eye focused, and I have to swap for that.
So there's actually a trigger here that makes the sadist come into this room.
Huh.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you could be perfectly 100% stealthy, and coming into, like, this room will trigger the sadist to come into the room. I had, I found a bug with the trigger when I was playing on, like, the hardest difficulty. Where basically I was walking in and out of the double door, and every time I walked into the double door, the sadist would turn around and run straight at me with the chainsaw, and then I'd step back through it, and he'd turn around and go back to his path. Like, he would just constantly toggle between the two things. I must have been, like, stood perfectly on the trigger or something.
Oh, I've just noticed you're leaving blood drops behind now.
Yep.
I don't know if you were doing that before.
I don't think I was.
Also, it appears to be, like, pouring out of the toe of your shoe. That's not where the cut is.
He stubbed his toe real bad too. God, he just didn't want to mention it.
Either that, or it's those sponge clothes again, but now they're finally waterlogged, and so it's just coming out of his shoes.
I mean, I guess that's true. I love how you get the fucking eye thing in the cutscene.
Yeah, I mean, he's still looking for you. Note to self, get all of the shots.
Yeah.
You mean you're...
So I mean, like, that's the intro to Evil Within.
Yeah. I like that he actually tried going for a cigarette. I'm like, are you crazy?
So this is the intro they've gone with, which I think it's fittingly atmospheric. I like the choice to go with a stylistic song like this. I just don't think the song's very good. Which is the shame.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what shows this reminds me of.
Turns itself around and around.
And around. That kind of... Yeah, no, it's not an amazing song, but...
It's kind of...
is the imagery relevant, then?
Yeah, it's shown a bunch of stuff that's kind of relevant there. Yeah, the imagery's kind of relevant, but at the same time, it's not something where it's that kind of thing where like you'd look at it afterwards and be like, oh, okay, I guess that's why that's there.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you might recognize this corridor.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Why don't you borrow that?
We don't need to. We can run now. It's fine.
Oh, okay. You're over it. Okay. At least the weather's cleared up.
Yeah. But I mean, like, this is what... This is whereas, like, so I just played through that intro for the first time, and then I got to this, and, like, I was just like... So, I mean, this game isn't really like Resident Evil, is it?
No, not at all.
Get in! Get in!
So I don't actually remember if they introduced him, but this guy who's driving the truck is called Connolly.
Is he the one who waited behind in the car the first time?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I think they said his name.
I wasn't sure if they ever actually properly introduced him, because I know they mentioned his name later on, but I couldn't remember if they actually introduced him in the first place. Because honestly, I wouldn't put it past them to do that.
Oh look, they're actually all alive back there.
Where's Joseph?
Except Joseph. We don't know where Joseph is.
His voice. Out of way!
That doctor is a lot more mobile than he used to be.
Yeah.
Shit! There's no going back.
No, really?
No.
But I thought you said we would revisit it in later chapters. He's incorrect.
No, this game's weird, man. This game's pretty weird. Like, this whole thing just reminds me of, fuck, that film. Oh god, my mind is just blanking. The dream film.
Inception?
Inception, thank you.
Yes, where everything falling to pieces. Is that what's happening? Are you having an Inception-style dream experience?
It's possible.
Right now, you're delirious from many, many venereal diseases.
I mean, especially this bit.
Shit. I mean, it's one hell of a sinkhole, if not.
Yeah, the city's foundations they're not good.
It's being held up by, like, you know when people try and make buildings out of toothpicks?
Yeah.
I would say Jenga is being too kind. Toothpick City, maybe.
Toothpick City. It's its new name. God, the pop in on the radio is so bad.
Cut off from everyone.
Yep.
Happens every time it zooms in on the radio.
Everyone all right back there?
Just a few bumps. We're fine.
Fine. Fine. Fine.
We will be once we're far away.
Fine.
I don't trust his shit.
And we'll be fine.
Hello.
Fine. 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 Fine.
I mean, the main thing with this is like trying to work out. I'm still not entirely sure who you trust. There's a lot of multiple layered not opinions. Yeah. See, what's happening here is you gave him all the diseases that you had contracted.
Alright, it's venereal osmosis.
Yeah.
And now you're in a jungle?
Forest.
Oh, okay. Those trees looked a bit gnarly to be foresty trees, but yeah, okay.
No, it's a forest.
Yeah. It looks it now.
And that's chapter 1.
I mean, a lot of things happened, and I'm not sure I entirely understand.
No, that's kind of the point.
Something along the lines of terrible murder to hospital built on top of a blender facility to butchers to the city's exploding.
Yeah, pretty much.